Everybody I dislike is a sociopath. Everybody that dislikes me is also a sociopath. How could you not like me? My personality is so good, it primarily consists of diagnosing people I barely know with personality disorders. Anybody that has ever wronged me, ever, is a sociopath. Human beings don't just go around wronging other human beings. That's just not something that happens. It's a personality disorder. Either that, or I have some very harsh lessons to be learned about reality still. I'm not a psychologist, but I read a BuzzFeed article about narcissists, and I just have no self-awareness. Zero. None. Irony. Is that like your mood when all of your shirts are crushed? Anyway, let me continue talking more about myself and why everybody else is the problem. Someone was mean to me on the bus the other day. Sociopath. What? You think maybe they were just having a bad day, lashing out? You want me to empathize with a sociopath? Classic sociopath behavior. I didn't know I was talking to one. I can diagnose somebody as a sociopath on the first date. I can diagnose somebody as a sociopath just by looking at them. This is a defining characteristic of sociopaths, that they're very easily marked as sociopaths, and that anybody can tell that they're sociopaths from miles away. A real sociopath wouldn't hide his intentions for a long period of time. No, they would just be mean to me right away. I can explain all of their actions with a word. This linguistic framing brings me comfort. Here's a quick word from my girl, Olivia Rodrigo. If you look in the DSM-5 under sociopath, the very first criteria for diagnosing a sociopath is breaking up with Olivia Rodrigo. You should never break up with anybody, ever. You should simply stay in a relationship until your love slowly becomes resentment. God, why am I so mad at teens? Let me yell at canceled YouTube celebrities instead. Anyone remember when Shane Dawson spent an hour in his documentary about Jake Paul just wondering if Jake Paul was a sociopath? He was like, ooh, is Jake Paul a sociopath? Ooh, based off of nothing. Based off of YouTube videos and a vibe. And then he meets Jake Paul for like 5 minutes, and he's like, well, I guess he's not a sociopath. Was that a fever dream? Tell me that was a fever dream. I don't want it to be real. Look, you can't empathize with everybody, and some people do suck. And yes, you should cut them out of your life and not interact with them whatsoever. But the process of doing that, and the reasons for doing that, is extremely complicated. And shrinking it down to one word is an incredible demystification of the human process. So just try to ease up on diagnosing people you barely know with personality disorders, okay? Cool. Little do those empaths in my audience know that I was simply making them lower their guard so that me and all my sociopath friends could take advantage of them later. This is how reality works.